air and water. Time to warm up. Can you write a good caption for the picture? Time to know. The atmosphere. Earth is the only planet in the solar system with an atmosphere that can sustain life. The blanket of gases not only contains the air that we breathe, but also protects us from the blasts of heat and radiation emanating from the sun. It warms the planet by day and cools it at night. Earth's atmosphere. The gases in Earth's atmosphere include nitrogen 78%, oxygen 21%, argon 0.93%, carbon dioxide 0.038%. Water vapor and other gases exist in small amounts as well. What is in the atmosphere? The Earth's atmosphere is divided up into 5 major layers. Exosphere. The last layer is the thinnest. It goes all the way to 10,000 kilometers above the Earth's surface. Thermosphere. The thermosphere is next and the air is very thin here. Temperatures can get extremely hot in the thermosphere. Mesosphere. The mesosphere covers the next 50 miles beyond the stratosphere. This is where most meteoroids burn up upon entry. The coldest place on Earth is at the top of the mesosphere. Stratosphere. The stratosphere extends for the next 32 miles after the troposphere. Unlike the troposphere, the stratosphere gets its heat by the ozone layer absorbing radiation from the sun. As a result, it gets warmer the further away you get from the Earth. Troposphere. The troposphere is the layer next to the ground or surface of the Earth. It covers around 30,000 to 50,000 feet high. This is where we live and even where planes fly. Around 80% of the mass of the atmosphere is in the troposphere. The troposphere is heated by the surface of the Earth. The atmosphere protects life. The atmosphere provides oxygen for breathing to all living things. It provides carbon dioxide to plants for making food for living things. The atmosphere absorbs a large part of the heat of the sun and prevents the Earth from getting overheated. At night, it retains heat and prevents the Earth from freezing cold. Near its top, the stratosphere contains a layer of a gas called ozone. The sun gives out rays known as ultraviolet rays. These rays are very harmful to living things. They cause skin cancer and problems in the eyes. The ozone layer absorbs most of these harmful rays and protects us. Properties of air. Shall we learn about the properties of air by doing a few experiments? Experiment 1. Materials needed: 2 balloons, 12 inches long stick, thread and a pin. Procedure: tie a piece of thread in the middle of the stick. Tie 2 balloons filled with air at both ends of the stick as shown in the figure. Hold the stick with the help of a thread like a balance. What do you observe? Prick one of the balloons with a pin. What do you observe now? Serial number, experiment stage, observation. Balloons are balanced, the stick is straight. The end of the stick with filled balloon goes down while the end with the deflated balloon rises up. Reason: both balloons have equal quantity of air. Balloon filled with air is heavier than the deflated balloon. Conclusion: this experiment shows that air has weight. Experiment 2. Materials needed: a glass tumbler, a square piece of cardboard as shown in the figure, and water. Procedure: take the glass tumbler and fill it with water up to the brim. Hold it with your left hand. Close the mouth of the tumbler with a cardboard and press it with your right hand. Holding the cardboard firmly with your right hand, invert the tumbler. Now carefully remove your right hand. Experiment, observation. Reason: the cardboard does not fall even if the right hand is removed from it due to the pressure of air. Conclusion: this experiment shows that air exerts pressure. Experiment 2 and observe. Keep a lighted incense stick at the corner of your house. What do you observe after a few minutes? The smell of incense fills the entire house. Air spreads in all directions. Uses of gases present in air. We know that air is a mixture of nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and gases like neon, argon, krypton, and xenon. Oxygen is essential for the survival of all living organisms. When we breathe, we inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. People who climb mountains, those who dive into the deep sea, and the researchers going to space all carry cylinders filled with oxygen in order to breathe. Carbon dioxide is used during photosynthesis in plants. It is used in aerated drinks. Solid carbon dioxide, dry ice, is used as a freezing agent. Nitrogen is used as a natural manure. Inert gases: neon, argon, krypton, xenon are filled in bulbs which give bright colored lights. Windmills. Windmills use wind to generate electricity. Large number of windmills have been erected in places like Aralvaimuri and Kayyathar for generation of electricity. Air spreads in all directions.